Only kidding, you can come along. Hola folks, Rich AWOL Mallorca again. But you can't guess where I am. It is Sunday 26th of March, and my watch says it's 5 to 8, but it's actually 5 to 9, because the clocks went forwards last night. I'm up near Puig Monastery this morning. On my way up to Puig Tomir, which I've never done before, so I thought I'd give that a go today. The car was saying it's 8 degrees, that's Celsius, and I'm inclined to believe it. It's pretty bloody chilly this morning. It's only about a 9k loop today, about 5 hours. Puig Tomir is, I think, 1140 metres. Climbing a total of around 630 metres today, I think it is. This is, if I can get it out, a walk from the excellent Cicerone guide, Walking in Mallorca. So, yet again, I've forgotten the big camera, but through there is Puig Tomir, where I was on my last hike a couple of weeks ago. And it looks like it has a dusting of snow on it. We had a lot of rain Friday and throughout Friday night. So chances are, if it's 8 degrees now up here, up there Friday it was probably a lot colder. So yeah, in towards the end of March, snow in Mallorca. So I just rounded a switchback in the road, and now you can see that peak in the background. I can get my finger lined up with the GoPro. That is Puig Tomir, and then this one here is Mola de Binefaldo. So I was supposed to be out by Galazzo this morning. Actually, I was supposed to go up there yesterday afternoon for a wild camp last night by Mola de Scallop, but I took Claire to the airport at about 3 o'clock yesterday, and by the time I got home I was feeling a little bit lazy, and feeling pretty bad for it this morning, because I've just realised the next few weeks are busy. So probably my next chance for a wild camp will be beginning of May, and then the heat starts kicking in middle of May, so then it's unlikely that I'll be going out hiking anywhere of any great distance. So yeah, pretty annoyed with myself, to be fair, today, but that's how it goes, isn't it? So yeah, hence I was eager to get out nice and early this morning. It's absolutely beautiful out here, stunning. We actually came down through here on the GR221. There's a font just here, and there's an old bottling factory, not used now. It used to bottle the So that'll teach me for deciding to come to somewhere like Puig Tomir on a Sunday. There's some sort of organised cross-country race going. Might be able to hear all the noise in the background. So it's not going to be peaceful at the top, I don't think, but it's not going to be too difficult to find it. There's markers all the way up now, so they don't get lost, so I don't get lost. There's the old bottling factory. Doesn't look like much now. What a view. Testing out some new t-shirts today from Decathlon, because the cotton's just no good. Gets wet easily, stays wet, and then freezes you through. So I'm pushing pretty hard up here. Just a bit of an incline. Pushing pretty hard up here to get a sweat on and see how they do. This is very much like climbing Puig from the Font de Pi car park, hiking across landslides and stuff. Same sort of terrain. Every so often I forget to start my watch for the walk, which is a pain, but it'd be interesting because I started it pretty much at the point where the book says the walk starts from, and they say it takes, I think, 1 hour and 45 to get to the top, so we shall see. But yeah, there's like another K1.5 on that at the end of the day. Hey ho. This is pretty steep. And there's a race down here later. This slope is relentless. It's only a short climb, but it's a hell of a slope, hell of a gradient. I've left the Puig behind me. Reached it in 50 minutes. Guidebook says 1 hour 30, so pretty happy with that. Yeah, I was also pushing it because get a bit of training in for the West Highland Way, build my legs up a bit. Hiking down the old snow workers path, kind of non-existent now, except for the cairns. There's loads of cairns down here, and of course today there's red and white tape and luminescent orange markers. So this bit's fairly simple. Yeah, dropping down into the valley now with Tomir on my right, which you now can't see because of the trees. Up there you go. Up there it was felt like 5 degrees, but down here it feels about 18, 19. Totally different, as you'd expect. Found some friends chilling out in the sunshine. Such an incredible difference in temperature down here. That's why even somewhere like Mallorca this time of year, you see it's like this when you leave the house. Go out in your t-shirt and shorts, get up to the top of a mountain like that, which is only 1,000 metres, 1,100 metres, and yeah, freeze your tits off. And dead quiet. Nothing. It's 11 o'clock, done 7.7 Ks, which means I'm only about 1.5 Ks from the start point in the book, which means I'm about 8-9 Ks away from the car, 8.5 Ks. So yeah, so peaceful here that just thought I'd take a seat, and I might brew up a coffee in a second. Frappuccino. And just enjoy the silence for a while. And the crows, the noisy crows. See the donkeys have been through. chopping everything down. I think that's one of the biggest oak trees I've seen on the island. Obviously nothing in comparison to home, but most of them didn't make it, I don't think. Turned into charcoal. Nice. Good treehouse tree. And another. See, their remoteness was their saviour. Nice. Someone's singing away out there. Nice little flat bivvy spot. Nice and sheltered. Cracking little spot. So, just had to cross over this stile. It's an absolute masterpiece of engineering. As you can see, look at that. Beautiful. See, I have no idea who created it, but they should be very proud of themselves. And it fits in so well, it just merges in with the surrounding countryside. How rotten that is. Wow. Sketchy. This is kind of cool. This oak tree decided to split in half at one point. Look at that. Now it's home to all manner of things. Appears to be a font, but isn't marked. So it comes out of that rock there. Certainly won't want to drink any of it at the moment. Oh, tadpoles. You can see that. And now I've spotted one. There's hundreds, and they're big. They're big tadpoles. This is stunning through here. All these little paths through the rocks. It's nice, obviously. The rocks used to go, the cracks in the rocks obviously went quite deep. You can see through there. And over time they just filled up with foliage from these oak trees and shrubs and stuff. And yeah, now you got a little meandering path through them. It's like a rock garden. Try and show you what I've done today so far. This is where I parked, just off of the main MA10, which is the coast road, from Port Andratch all the way up to Poyensa. So I parked here, walked up this track which leads up to the bottling factory, which is there, and you can see, well, hopefully you can see there's a little blue circle, which means there's a font. So that's why the bottling factory's there. This is where that car park was. Actually, there's loads of fonts around there. So that is around about where I started the watch. Really steep climb, all the way up to the Puig Tomir, where it was really windy. Then we came down this track, and actually I didn't follow all this way down because there was flags out for that race today. So what I actually did was cut pretty much straight across to Camp Redo here, just a big flat green spot. Came down here and around this corner here, and we're just at this junction. Hopefully you can see that. This one will take me back to the car in about, I think, half an hour, something like that. And that goes up there. You might be able to see that red arrow goes up through the valley. So yeah, that goes straight up through, like I say, about half an hour. It's only 12 o'clock. So what I might do is head that direction. See the path down there, which comes around here, meets up with the GR221, and then I'll either cut through here, I don't know, because the car's parked here, or I might take a left onto the GR221 and go down to Puig Monastery and then walk back that way. I think I might do that actually. Maybe have a cup of tea or something at the monastery. See how it goes. Ooh, super warm. Man. Shirt seems to be performing alright. It's only about €5, something like that, but dries out nice and quick. That's the main thing. You don't stay wet, you don't stay cold, you don't die of hypothermia. In the extreme case, obviously. Well, that's not very nice, is it? It looks like they've been recently up here reforming this path. There's evidence of like disc cutters being used on big rocks in the middle of the path and stuff like that, and new infill. I mean, it's been a hiking destination for decades for people, but the Spanish government don't like tourists, apparently. Mallorcan government, anyway. But it's finally cottoned on to the money-making opportunities it provides, so they're getting on and sorting out all the routes. This is nice. A couple came past me when I was showing you the route on the map, and I caught up with them again. They didn't really know where they were going, and asked if they could have a look at my map. Naturally I told them no, get your own, and sent them packing. Here we are. You might recognise that. Denotes the GR221 route. So back in December, on a Sunday as well, me, Pablo and our friend Paddy were heading along here, probably about this time of day to be fair, maybe a bit earlier, but today I'm going to head this way to Puig Monastery and just have a little wander around there, show you around, do a little bit of video, have a cup of tea, and then wander back to the car. The styles are much sturdier on the GR221. may regret this. But it's good training. me and my mate Pablo, who did the GR221, want to do it pretty much non-stop over a couple of days. So we're going to be running a bit downhill. Safe to say, won't be doing much of this on the West Highland Way when my pack weighs 12 kilos or whatever it will. I'd never finish. That was good. I think I'll probably be wearing trail shoes rather than my scarpers. They're too flat for any jogging, so not good for that. So this is Santori de Yuc, and this is where we stayed on our last night on the GR221, but over in the campsite. You can stay in the rooms here as well. It's a lovely little place. There's a stunning walk from here. It goes around that peak over there. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It is absolutely awesome. You can only do it on Sundays, I think. But it's a fantastic hike. Maybe I'll do it again for you one day. Apparently we can't go up to the viewpoint today. There's a barrier saying rock falls, no entry, so I went round it and a very angry lady shouted at me. So that was Yuc Monastery, a very brief tour. It's an absolutely cracking little place. It smells so good today. Everybody having their barbecues, awesome. So I think the end, I can never remember if it's the beginning of April or the end of April, the fire ban comes in. So you still camp there, you can still stay there, but no barbecues, no cooking outdoors at all actually, no open flames. So doesn't smell as good during the summer. But right, so now obviously we are here. I'm going to follow this route up here. This is the main road, and the car's parked like there. So, not sure, I don't know, possibly only 20 minutes, something like that, into the back of the car, and then off home. Yeah, it's been a good day all in all. It'll probably stand at about 19 k's by the time I get back to the car. That includes the bit that I missed on the watch. Yeah, really nice walk. Pretty hectic first bit, that was not hectic, it was just steep, really bloody steep. So you got to have a good set of legs under you for that first bit, and then afterwards it's fine. Yeah, I guess all that's left is till next time. Adios.